Do you want to be iridescent? Do you want to be crim? Well, these are a few settings that are a must need for both PC players and console players. So going down to interface, you want to go to color customization. Go down to color filter setting and put filter 2. Make it on both and set the world intensity color to 100. Another tip that I have for fellow controller players who are also like me, who played 6.6 or low sensitivity on 2019 or whatever stuff they did. Me personally, I like the 1.2 sensitivity. So instead of actually playing 6.6, I'm playing more like a 6.7, 6.4 type of vibe. But in order to change this, you want to go to custom. You want to put it down to 1 and then change it back to your regular sensitivity that you're used to. However, for me, I like it at 1.2, so I'm gonna stick it as that. Going down the aim response curve, I know a lot of people are switching over to linear. I kind of like just dynamic. I feel like dynamic has always been good for me. Been using this since 2019, so leave it as that. As for ADS sensitivity multiplier, I always played on 0.95. I like the speed. Most people who play on like 0.8, 0.85 to get a more slow, more accuracy. But player like me, I like moving out fast, so I keep it at 0.95. Aim assist. I switch around from default and Black Ops, but I tend to feel a more stronger aim assist on Black Ops, so I continue to use Black Ops when strafing to practice your strafing, and this. So season 1, slide maintain sprint was broken. It would make you dolphin dive out of nowhere, but put that on now. I'm assuming they fixed it. Haven't been dolphin diving anywhere. Automatic tactical sprint, so you don't have to keep clicking down on your left analog stick and cause potential errors. So I like keeping that on. Tactical sprint behavior, single tap run. And for the slide behavior, I do slide only. I don't really like the input of dolphin diving. I mean, it's really good. You'll see a lot of pro players and top streamers use it. But for me, I don't like the input delay on slides, so I keep it like that. As of swimming underwater, I like using free, especially in rank. Waiting for your teams to come back up. You might have to land in water in emergency cases, and having the trigger to just go down could be a pain. So use free. Sprinting door bash is you don't have to interact with doors in order to open the door. You can just sprint into it. So I mean, it's good for movement players, strategies, and stuff like that. I turn off tactical stance. I'm not really a big fan of it. Unless you're doing challenges on multiplayer, then put it on. For Warzone, prioritize interact is always the way to go. But if you're playing multiplayer rank or just pubs, then prioritize reload for sure, 100%. Apply all on plates. Instead of trying to hold down your Y or triangle stick button to put on all your plates, you keep the movement on while plating up. So that's for sure good. That is pretty good. And then going down. So for both PC players and console, it really depends on what PC you use or color settings your monitor is on. My fault. Me personally, I like playing on 54 brightness. It just makes me see things easier. And Nvidia reflects low latency on plus boost. Always. Not really sure what it does, but I just feel like it helps me. For both PC players and console, again, upscaling, sharpening should always be this one. And you click more to make it more sharpened. Put it at 100. Makes your game look nicer. Don't turn on any path tracing or ray construction. It allows input delay in your gameplay. Neither do you put on variable ray shading or Nvidia DLSS. According or depending on your graphics card, most cases I like to play on low, but I have an alright graphics card in order to run normal 1440p monitor, so it runs my game looking nice. Just copy the settings down below. So for this, you definitely want to put this low, because in some maps, the fogs, the clouds are very bright. So definitely want to lower that down. It's just, yeah. And as of your water, which is really, really big. So you'll notice in some of my gameplays, I'll shoot people through the water and get accused of hacking or anything type of that. It's really just the water quality. You want to turn it down, so you see the bottom of the ocean more clear. There's not really much graphics, no extra waves coming in, and it's not darker, it's more lighter. So just turn it off. As of FOV multiplayer, I like to play on like 110 for rank, and if I'm just on Warzone or in pubs or anything rank, I like to play on 120. I like to see what's around me. Feel like I'm moving faster. Definitely affected. This has been a huge thing on 2019 and till now, so make sure it's unaffected. Weapon field of view, I like it wide. It doesn't make my gun look too big. It doesn't take up too much space. Turn off motion blurs, film grain, turn it off. You don't want your game looking grainy. And this is really big. So a lot of people who love movement will probably put this at 100. You know what I'm saying? Just so their gameplay could look a little bit more speedy. But if you're just looking at to play comp or not have a headache while playing, keep it at 50%. And another big thing that people don't understand is the inverted flashbang. Yeah, you could have it dark, but I'd rather have mine inverted. So, I don't really see just like a white rag on my shit, but instead I really see like what's in front of me, especially with my brightness at 54. So that's that. Audio settings, I play on Master Volume 48. I don't really like too loud of a gun sound when I'm playing. Hurts my ears, gives me a headache. So dialogue volume, usually good at 40. Having any louder is up to you, but I feel like I hear it quite well at 40. Effects volume always at 100, which is the footsteps and all that. And for your audio mix, I like using PC speaker. I don't know. I feel like it's just the best for me. I hear footsteps, doors, chests way louder than everything else. So I like using that for sure. Voice chat volume 34. And well, that's it for now. Going down to the Nvidia control panel. So with this, console players don't have this, so I guess you could say it's kind of an advantage for PC players. Just go to adjust desktop color settings and put your digital vibrance from 70 all the way to 100. Whatever's your preference. Mine is at 80. I feel like it sets a color tone that I like for me. And yeah. And for people who have a 1440p monitor, you could run the quality at low and it still feels like you're playing on 1080 all high. There's also a big boost on why I could see things that other people can't while in videos, streams, and all that. But it's really a game changer. Definitely an investment. But yet again, I feel like these are the top things that you should change for PC players who are on controller, console players who are also on controller. Some of the settings that I've talked about are on console. Most of them aren't, but as of skill range wise, I feel like console players can keep up with PC players now. It's a whole different era. Back in 2019, there was no FOV and stuff like that, but with FOV on every platform, it's becoming a game where they've caught up to PC players, so I don't really hate on people who are on console at all. I kind of wanted to play on console just because there's a lot of hackers out there. But yet again, these are the settings that I use. Because I get asked on my TikTok a lot on what settings that I use on stream and stuff like that. So, but yeah, for sure, these are the settings that I